Apple just had an event and you want to know what is the most important high-level normal people things to care about. First up is AirPods. They're like Apple's most magical device. They just work really well and they're just earbuds that sound really good most of the time. If you are looking at AirPods, the only thing that you should know is the new AirPods come in two different versions, one with noise canceling and one without noise canceling. The one that you should go for is noise canceling. It will make things sound better and it will dim out distractions that you probably don't want to hear. And the only reason why that you should get the AirPods over the AirPods Pro is if you don't like the little squishy ear tips or you want to save a little bit of money. The AirPods Pro are $229 and the AirPods are $179 with active noise cancellation. The AirPods Max, they're the over-ear version of the headphones, and I wanted to love these so bad. They came out in really sexy new colors, but Apple did not update the processor inside of these headphones, so they're going to sound the same that they did almost 5 years ago when they came out, and for $549, it's not worth the price. Bonus tip, if you have hearing issues, you might actually want to look at the AirPods Pro 2 because they have new hearing features that are coming out later this year that will make it a lot easier, especially if you have a hearing deficiency. The Apple Watches are basically unchanged. They're the same price. They have a little bit bigger screen. So if you're looking to get an Apple Watch or replace a really old one, this is the time to do it because the screens are a little bit bigger, they're way brighter, and they're easier to see at different angles, which is great because they're just easier to read. You can also keep your watch on during a movie because the screens get really bright and now they get really dim so it won't distract people around you. And the speaker's updated so you can play audio with audio apps on your watch, which is great for like podcasts or just ambient music, radio stations with like a sports game going on, or if you're doing something with your hands, you could actually play audio of directions of something that you need to be doing or cooking instructions, for example. There's new iPhones, of course. If you don't know, Apple usually has 2 events every year, and in September, it is the iPhone-based event, and then later in the year, usually in October or November, it's like the Mac iPad-based event. So this is all about iPhones. It's the iPhone 16 and the iPhone 16 Pro. For the most part, not much has changed, especially if you have a more modern phone. The difference between the Pro and the regular phone is really not that different, especially this year. The only thing that you honestly need to pay attention to is the size of phone. Both versions of the phone have a small one and have a big one. And if you want to be able to see more on your screen or you want to have bigger text sizes, you probably want to go for the bigger one. If you're trying to decide between the regular version and the Pro and you don't know the differences, the only thing you need to pay attention to is if you like zooming when you take photos or videos. The Pro has a zoom camera that is way better than the regular camera. And if that's important to you, you'll want to prioritize getting the Pro. Both versions of the phone have the new capture button, which is a really cool button that's on the side of the phone. The reason why this is important is because it just makes it a lot easier to take photos and videos. Your fingers can rest on the edge of the phone, and it's really easy to find that button and take a photo with a lot more confidence than just like moving your hand and touching the screen. And if you hold down the button, it will take a video, which is great because you probably have thought you've taken a video before when you didn't hit the button. And now you can just hold down that button and know that you're getting the video that you want. The iPhone 16 and the iPhone 16 Pro both have the same screen brightness. So if you need to read in outdoors or you want a brighter screen in general, both will be great options for you. And last but not least is Apple Intelligence. Apple Intelligence is just Apple's different suite of AI tools that they're baking into the software. It's early days, and right now you do not need to worry about any of these features. There's some proofreading features, there's a custom emoji maker that might be fun, but for the most part, this is early days, and what Apple has done is not groundbreaking, and it's definitely not worth buying a phone for. The only benefit that might be worth it is Siri will be able to understand you much better and will usually bring in the context of your question so it can actually give you an answer instead of saying, sorry, I don't know that, or continue on a web browser. Also, the updated Siri will have all different product knowledge, so you can ask your phone about features or things that you want to do on your phone, and it will be able to give you a step-by-step guide of how to do them. You don't have to go call your son or daughter to help you with tech support all the time. I wanted to do this video because I love tech and it's just overwhelming, and this event was almost 2 hours long. So if you wanted to know the high-level details of what you should care about in the Apple event for September, these are the details I think matter. If you guys have any specific questions, please let me know. I wanted to make this video really short. Hopefully your questions are answered before pre-orders open this Friday morning. If you want to pre-order any of these devices, some you can do now, but for the phones, you have to do it on Friday morning. And you can actually go through the entire process of ordering your phone ahead of time. And then Friday morning, just confirm that order so that way you don't have to do it at like 7 a.m. when you're really tired. With that, I will see you guys in my next video.